I don't like this game. We're gonna move on here, and this is the Rams against the Eagles. We need to talk about the Eagles real quick. We need to talk about what's happening with this offense. Jalen Hurts through 2 games has only about 250 passing yards combined. This is weird. This is not normal. This is not a normal NFL team. They've taken a run heavy emphasis on the heavy offense last season, and they've almost doubled down on it. They've only been relying on Saquon, Jalen Hurts rushing, and the tush push almost exclusively. It's wild.
It is wild.
If we're going off a 17-game pace, Jalen Hurts is on pace for around 2,500 passing yards. That's not. You can't. How dare you? How dare you, Jalen Hurts? It makes me very worried about AJ Brown and Devontae Smith throughout this whole season, because we haven't seen anything like this before.
Yeah, it is tough. It's tough to watch as a fantasy manager for these guys. Part of me thinks it will turn around, right? Because AJ Brown, for as long and Devontae Smith, for as long as they've been on the team, right? They've been consistent with the targets that they've gotten over the years. So part of me thinks that they're going to work back into that, but then I don't know. It's just tough going off 2 games with it being like pretty bad, you know.
And they're 2-0.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. If this team keeps winning football games like this, they're going to think of it as like, "Oh, don't change anything. Just keep going the way we're going."
Yeah.
I think that's the most worrying part.
Yeah. It is tough.
So I think for right now, we can't, probably more Brown as a flex option than Smith. Even with Goddard out, they didn't get targeted a lot. There just wasn't a lot of throws going their way. We're just going to have to see how this develops moving forward. Mm-hmm. But I do want to see what actually happens out of this. And next week, if this continues, I need to put Jalen Hurts in here too. Because I used to have him in that category of like, oh, he's an automatic start because he's got a guaranteed rushing touchdown every week. Not if he doesn't throw passes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough one, but
this is a developing story.
Yeah, you definitely want to weigh your options over these guys as elite as they have been in the past. Like, you know, you might want to consider starting, you know, the Ricky Pearsall's or
to any option.
Even any option.
Emeka,
Courtland Sutton, a lot of especially Courtland, but you know what I mean, the lower level guys. You want to weigh your options here for sure.
Yeah, I'd play Bears receivers over the Eagles right now.
Yeah.
And on the Rams side of things, they haven't looked too amazing on offense either. First couple weeks, yeah, Nakua's an automatic start. Stafford, I think because of the injuries, the last couple of weeks to certain quarterbacks, it kind of moved him into more of a start position. It's just going to be rough a little bit going up against the Eagles. But Nakua is strong enough and Adams is strong enough to where they probably should beat that. Williams is who I'm more concerned about because he's in a similar vein of Chase Brown where he's getting a lot of carries, but the production hasn't been too strong where it's like, 20 carries on 60 to 70 rushing yards. So now he's going up against an Eagles defensive line that's probably one of, if not the strongest in football. So I just don't know. He's a flex. Unless he gets a touchdown, he's not going to have a good day.
Oh, what do you think about Blake Corum coming in last game?
Hope is the strongest thing you have as a fantasy manager. With Blake Corum, it was a little surprising to see that because they hadn't done that before
Mhm.
at any point last season or in the
Totally.
last
It
game.
seemed pretty random.
Yeah. It was. I'm hoping it's an outlier. If they start taking away his goal line carries, then that is actually a legit thing to panic about because
Yeah.
that's a big part of his production.
It is. I wouldn't say we should be worried necessarily long term because he has that contract,
Yeah.
Kyron. But that's true. If they do become a 1-2 back, and it's too early to tell, but just something to watch,
Just have to wait and see.